Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to the Tony Harvin Network YouTube channel. If you like, hit that subscribe button listed right here. After you hit the subscribe button, if you want to receive all notifications of videos that come out on this YouTube channel, hit the notification bell and select all after you hit the notification bell. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to the Tony Harvin Network. This video here is about me giving a testimony, a story about how I saw demons. And I remember I gave this testimony on my other channel, Tony Harvin, but we're going to give it on this channel. So I thank everybody for tuning in. In general, I know many people have emailed me, inboxed me, and things of that nature, speaking about the supernatural things that they saw demons, that, you know, they witnessed sleep paralysis, or some people call it the witch riding your back, and among other things. So here I'm going to give my story here on this YouTube channel, Tony Harvin Network. So some years back, and I can remember clear as day, you know, back when I was about 3 or 4 years old, laying in the bed with my mother and father in Jersey City, New Jersey. I was born and raised. I grew up on Stevens Avenue in Jersey City. The house we was in, you know, I can remember that moment. It was late at night time. I was a baby. I was young, or whatever the case may be, but yet I can still remember it as clear as day. Laying in the bed and looking across the other room, because it was another room across the hall where I was sleeping at with my mother and my father. They both were asleep, but I happened to wake up in the middle of the night. The TV was on to my right hand side, and then straight across I could see in the other room, you know, black shadows or black things floating around for about 10 to 15 minutes. I wasn't scared or anything like that. I really didn't understand at the time, but as I got older, and I'm going to explain this one situation where, as though it was one night, I was having nightmares. I was having nightmares bad. I don't know why. I don't watch too many demonic movies or TV shows and things of that nature. You know what I mean? So I didn't have that type of influence. I didn't do no drugs. I didn't do none of that stuff. You know, although I was about maybe 10 or 11 years old, and things of that nature. So one night I was having nightmares. I fell asleep on the couch, you know, at my mother's house in general. So I awoken to a nightmare, but I was still in between a dream and waking up. You know, I could feel something tugging on my feet, you know, but I really couldn't make out what it was. But I know the presence wasn't so pleasant. It wasn't a good presence, because when you witness demonic spirits, when you witness wicked things like that happening around you, it's not a good feeling. You know, it's like something grips you mentally and emotionally, and then definitely spiritually in general. So I really couldn't move, but I did feel something tugging on my feet, and me going through, like, in and out of my sleep, having nightmares, you know, like crazy that night. So I got up, I went in my mother's room, laid on her bed and things like that. I had another nightmare. You know, I was awoken by another nightmare, but I was in between waking up in the dream, and I was laying on my stomach. And a lot of people have experienced this when they call it the witch riding your back. You know, in medical terms, they call it sleep paralysis. But when you witness something like that, you know it's demonic. You know it's wicked. And no matter how much they try to dress it up medically or whatever the case may be, that right there is something demonic. So I couldn't move, but yet my eyes was open. I couldn't move my body at all, but yet my eyes was open. I was up. I knew I was up because the TV was on. I forgot what show was on and things like that. And what appeared to me was something transparent, which was a demonic face figure in the air. You could see through it. It was a little red, strong face. It's almost like the face looked at me and it spent around a bit, laughed, and then disappeared. And that's when I fully woke up, and the same TV show was on. You understand? So demons, demonic spirits, witchcraft, and all that other stuff is definitely real from experience. I done no drugs ever and whatnot. I don't watch none of that wicked movies like crazy and things like that. So no type of influence dawned on me for me to even witness that. I didn't even know what was going on in general. But like I said earlier in the video, you know, because the presence of evil, it grips you. Now, where there's evil, of course, there's a good out there. But for me, for the most part, I witnessed the demonic side more so. And I have other stories, I have other testimonies where I saw demonic spirits and demons and whatnot and things like that. I got a story where, as though I was sleeping in the bed with my mother, I tried to wake her up, but what popped up was a demonic creature, and I was instantly snapped back into a nightmare. I have another testimony where, as though I was in a dream and I was falling with a bunch of demons and things like that. I got another dream. I got another testimony and stories, and this happened to me a few times, where, as though my hand would fall into the ground. You know what I mean? And it would go through the ground, and then I would fall through. So I got a lot of testimonies. I got a lot of stories as far as like witnessing demonic things happening to me and whatnot. You know, this is real facts. This ain't nothing made up. It ain't nothing fake. You know, this is authentic stories. I know people on YouTube, they got their testimonies and whatnot, which are real, which are authentic, and I can definitely relate to a lot of them. You know, some people are, you know, doing it for attention and things like that, but they will be handled accordingly by God with their lies and fabrication and things like that. But this story right here, the stories I have are very, very authentic. You know what I mean? I didn't think I would be on camera or on some type of social media website and things like that, giving my testimony, giving my stories. Now I understand now. I understand now that I have a platform and whatnot to warn the people that this stuff is very real. It's nothing to play around with. You know, some people don't care about the demonic world and stuff like that. Some people dabble in witchcraft. They love that type of stuff. They love selling their soul to the devil for money and fame and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You got some people out there like that. They love to live for the devil. But at the end of the road, it's nothing good. It's nothing pleasant. Astral projection, Ouija boards and stuff like that. Watching demonic movies, demonic games or whatever, music, all that stuff has something to do with witchcraft in general. I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off. Feel free to leave your story. I know some people got a story about experiencing sleep paralysis or the witch riding your back, but my story about that, seeing that demonic face, is very real. I still can remember it as clear as day. As clear as day, I can remember that situation of me on a bed, just stuck, could not move at all. Couldn't move at all. You know what I mean? Only thing was moving was my eyes, which saw that demonic spirit. And demons don't have horns, or whatever the case may be, or whatever Hollywood is portraying that stuff to be, has nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? Don't have a long tail, or whatever the case may be. No, has nothing to do with it in general. All right? So I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off. Feel free to leave a comment. Do remember, if you like, to subscribe to the channel, or whatever the case may be, you can. I will have more stories upon seeing demonic spirits and witnessing the wickedness, you know what I mean, in the spirit realm and whatnot. I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off. Peace.